They like foreigners. Yes.
Yes?
They can like, yes.
A lot? Why?
Thailand girls are really confident. Yeah, confidence. They have a lot of confidence, and because their country is really improved in Asian country. So yeah.
They like independent guys.
Yeah, independent guys. Yeah.
Because they don't like Thai guys. So they're looking for...
Of course, yeah, they're looking for another country.
What advice do you have for building a long relationship here?
You need to know, understand for girls, understanding for girls, because their mindset, all the girls' mindset is always changes at the time, all the time. They can be changes all the time. So you need to understand it, and then if you like to one girl, you need to think about for marriage life.
Marriage?
Yeah.
Marry. Do you want to marry?
Maybe next 3 years, not now.
Yeah, of course, but it's your goal. Maybe one day you want to be married.
Yes, of course.
Do you want to have kids?
Welcome back to Viajero, where I react to anything and everything on the internet. Let's get right to it.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Viajero. Today's video touches on the topic of dating in the West versus dating in Southeast Asia. What are the motivations that Western men have to date a woman in Thailand, for example? Let's get right into it.
Many Western men flock to Thailand because they think that women back in the West are too masculine. And it's true in many cases, not all, but it is true in many cases.
He's absolutely right about that.
Many women are now, if not looking more masculine, but behaving, thinking, and doing things in a much more masculine way than previous generations. But it's not just the women. The genders have been inverted. So the men have been transformed into eunuchs or into Sam Smith adjacents. And I don't know what the reason is behind this. I think there are many reasons. I blame vaping. I blame tofu. I blame all these GMO foods, non-binary chicken that people are eating. There's many things that I don't trust that's happening in the West.
This guy is wild. Look, I do agree with him in the sense that women that I've noticed that I've met in Thailand are much more traditional. They are very feminine. They're very attractive. And again, I'm speaking in general here. It's not black or white. I'm not saying everyone is like this. Everyone's not like that. But that's been my experience. Compared to dating here, yeah, it is quite common to find women here that are much more about career, not needing a man. Like that kind of rhetoric is pretty common compared to other places around the world that I've been to. So I do agree with what he's saying.
Causing this
in some ways
mass inversion of the genders. It's a biological form of terrorism that's happening, in my opinion. But anyway, so what they do is they come to Thailand because Thai women are very feminine. They're extremely feminine. There's no question about it. But they're also very much down with the lads. They love to drink beer. They love beer.
I've noticed that culture in Laos more than I did in Thailand. In Laos, like going out is always drinking beer almost every night. That I noticed with the friends that I made there. So I noticed that, and Laos is very similar to Thailand. If you've been there, you probably know what I'm talking about here. They do speak like similar to the people in Isan and Northeast Thailand. So the culture is quite similar. So yeah, going back to what he said, they are very feminine. They're very attractive. I love the way they speak in Tinglish. It's called Tinglish. It's like Thai English. The way they pronounce things like strawberry, it becomes stabali.
Stabali.
So things like that. It's just a very cute way of speaking that I find with Thai women, in my opinion, of course.
Most of them love beer, and that's not like back in the UK. Back in the UK, from my experience anyway, most girls, they love to drink wine or cocktails or spirits. But in Thailand, they'll be more than happy with a beer. They also like to watch football, Premier League. Usually they'll support Man United or Liverpool, or they'll just say Manchester. Whatever Manchester team is winning. Unfortunate, but still, it's pretty cool that they're into the football as well. They seem very enthusiastic about the football. And they'll also beat you at pool.
I got smoked in pool. They're really good, especially the one of my friends that I knew there in Chiang Mai. She was amazing at pool. She just smoked my ass. She's like, oh, I don't know how to play. And then she just like, yeah, she really embarrassed me.
Beat you at pool. They are experts at pool. That's something we have to commend about Thai women. They're very good at pool. So while Thai women are very feminine, they're also very much down with the lads at the same time.
So what?
I don't think it's across the board here that they're all, drinkers. I've met a lot of, educated Thai women, with great careers, but they still maintain that feminine nature to them. They're very attentive. They like to do cute things for their boyfriend or even for their friends. I've noticed that. And I really appreciate that side of Thai culture. It's very different from the West, especially how things are right now for people who are Gen Z millennials who are dating now. It's a lot. I don't know. I've dated here. I've also dated there. So I do know there's a bit of a difference, so to speak. And I do agree with what he says in terms of the women being more feminine. No matter what class they're from, no matter what kind of career they chose, that's just been what I've noticed with my experience being there.
Is it like dating in Thailand? If you're a man and you're coming to Thailand, this is the video for you. From my experience, the dating scene in Thailand is very good and a lot better than in the West.
Agreed.
A large majority of Thai women are into foreigners. Also, they're a lot more friendly and open to conversation. And this is largely due to the Thai culture. It's quite easy to meet women in Thailand and speak to them just because of how open and friendly.
But there's a caveat here. So not speaking Thai it makes it a lot harder to meet the types of Thai women that are not always around foreigners who go for foreigners, right? So if you go to places like Phuket, you go to Pattaya, you're going to find those Thai women that speak pretty good English. But some of those Thai women, especially in Pattaya, they're not meant for, they're not meant to be in relationships, okay? It's just casual dating kind of thing. If you want a nice quality woman, I think you would have to go to Bangkok, Chiang Mai, other places outside of Pattaya. Pattaya is like the Las Vegas of Thailand, so you don't go to Las Vegas to find your wife, right? So it's kind of the same thing when it comes to Pattaya, but again, learning the language, speaking Thai does help. Like, it does wonders for you when you want to meet a nice quality local woman who's not really into foreigners but happens to speak to you just because you know how to communicate with her and have deeper conversations. Now, I don't speak Thai fluently. I do speak it at a really basic level, but it does help to know a bit more Thai to be able to kind of break that ice, so to speak.
They are. The majority of women are very feminine and a lot of them hold traditional values. So if you're one of them people that think about splitting the bill, do not do that. And you shouldn't do that.
Absolutely. Okay. I know I cut this guy up a few times, but paying 50-50 is not a huge thing out there. I did have a few friends of mine who, they wanted to pay, which is totally cool. But for the most part, when you're courting a woman, you're dating her, you're the one that pays. And it's just natural because if you're making a Western salary, it's not expensive. Okay. You're not breaking the bank going out for dinner every night even, right? It's super affordable. Unlike here in the West, going to Cheesecake Factory or somewhere even nicer than that, you're spending arm and leg, right? So it's totally different.
Anywhere in the world. There are also so many places to take women on dates. The majority of them are very inexpensive. You can easily spend only 20 to 30 pounds taking a woman on a date to a very nice restaurant where you can get a few drinks and a lot of food. However, you should also be very careful when dating in Thailand because many women in the nightlife industry are working women and not the type of women you want to be taking on dates.
That's exactly what I just said right now, right? Stay away from the Las Vegas of Pattaya if you're looking for a serious long-term relationship. And the ones that I've seen a lot of crazy stories on YouTube talking about, I was robbed by my girlfriend in Thailand. This is a lot of that's bullshit stories anyways. It's all AI generated bullshit, right? But there are true stories where the man dates a bar girl, that kind of, type of woman, and then he gets finessed by her, right? Because of her beauty. He starts giving her money, thinking thinking that she loves him, but she has a few other boyfriends that he doesn't know about once he flies out of there. So yeah, like just like you said, you're not supposed to pick a woman from Las Vegas to, you know, take as your wife or as your girlfriend. So you wouldn't do the same thing that you wouldn't in the States that you would do over there in Thailand. So I do agree with that.
I would recommend speaking to women that have normal jobs, such as restaurant staff, hotel staff,
Exactly.
pharmacy workers, etc. Dating apps also work in Thailand, such as Tinder, and you'll find yourself getting a lot of matches. Anyway,
Absolutely, hell yeah. Okay, Tinder for me was great. Was amazing actually. That's the cool thing that I've noticed is that they do love foreigners there. Yeah, they love foreigners. And if you, like I said, if you speak a bit of Thai, that does break the ice and it makes it better. If you're a tall, good-looking guy, you keep in shape, you go to the gym, you're sociable, you have a great personality, you'll do really well out there, in my opinion. Well, that's it for this video, guys. If you liked it, give it a like. If not, it's all good. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.